So you want to get started with making games as an indie dev? Well, you've come to the right guy, because in this video I'm going to teach you how to get set up for success. So let's get into it. Now, like in all of my other videos, the first step into doing this is picking an engine, but this time is going to be different, because if you don't have a market, if you don't have an audience, then you can't sell your game, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Anyways, first, let's start with one of the greats, itch.io. You see this is my page here. This is my page for itch.io. My games. These are some games that I think are cool, other games, but these are my games. So this is 21 games in total I've made or published. But yeah, I have that, and then my portfolio / website is here. I think this is pretty nice. I really like this. I'm very proud of that. But yeah, so you see, I have my account here on itch.io, and then I have a portfolio. This is for employers, just in case you might want to work at a studio somewhere or as a freelancer. So you might want to have this up, you know, have an about me page. But then I have my socials here. So this is the website, same website here. This is itch.io. This is my Twitter account that I do not use. I need to replace that with my Instagram. But just use this to put you can use an itch.io account to put your games on, and you can join game jams. Let me show you what game jams are. If you go to the jams tab here, you can see all of this right here. Now, if you've never seen what this is before, it might look like this to you, but never fear, because I am here. So basically what all of this is where it is now in terms of time, and then this is where jams are going to begin. So right here is this jam is going to start, and it's going to end right here. So when this little line here gets to this end point, the jam ends. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, jams are just a way for you to, you know, just connect with people. You can partner with someone to make a game or whatever the jam is about, and you know, you can make connections and network, which is great. But yeah, if you go to dashboard, you can see your stats kind of. For some reason, it counts, like whenever you view your own project, it counts that as a view as well. As the same thing if you download it, just try not to just view it as much or whatever. But yeah, so you see I have like a whole bunch of views here. Most of these are because I was making a video and I viewed my own page. But yeah, and the downloads are pretty bad. But it's okay, because we're going to get better. Now you can see here I have some unreleased stuff right here. And that's normal for people. You know, as a game dev, you're gonna work on a project, and you might not release a game at the time that you intended it, which is okay. But that's just a sign of me being motivated to do something, and then that motivation running out, and then getting a new motivation to do something, and then going to that, which is inconsistent, and it's just a lack of discipline. So just something to watch out for, because it hits everybody. But yeah, this is itch.io here. Now what I want to do next is get a Steam account, but that's a different process for another time, for another video. We'll get into that a later time. But yeah, so set up your itch.io page. Once you do that, then choose an engine. I recommend Unity. It's a great engine for beginners. Some people say it sucks, only because of the company's choices. Really, it's a public company. It's not private, so it means it's owned by shareholders. So whatever the company does, it affects the shareholders. If the company does something bad, the shareholders get affected, and they get mad because they want their money. So the company has to do something about that. So that means that they don't have total control over their platform or whatever they made that they went public with. So all that to say is that Unity is a great engine, but sometimes their company makes bad decisions and choices. They fixed the runtime fee, which is something that made a lot of people mad. But yeah, so I recommend Unity, but you can also use Godot. I know Godot is another rising star in the indie dev industry. You can use that if you're not really wanting to make something too 3D intensive, maybe like a nice chill 2D game, like a card game or something like that. So you can use Godot, but I won't really be using Godot too much right now because I'm still pretty new to it. So I might get a little bit experienced in that later, but for now we'll just be sticking with Unity. And of course, there's also Unreal Engine. A lot of people use Unreal Engine. It's really resource intensive. So what I mean by that is that if your computer isn't good, it's going to destroy your computer. Not like entirely, but the game's just not going to run properly. And that's for some games that require too much resources from your computer and rely too heavily on the graphics alone. And also, especially with indie games. There's a lot of indie games out there that look like super hyper realistic, but the gameplay is trash and the story is terrible. So just keep an eye out for that, and just mind the quality of your game. So all that to say, choose your engine after you have made your itch.io account or Steam account, whatever account you want to put your games on, and market yourself. And then once you pick your engine, you're pretty much set. So now what we need to do is talk about YouTube. So this is my YouTube channel. I posted 46 videos. Some videos on here are hidden by me because I just find them irrelevant. These videos here, I accidentally deleted my first video, which is if we scroll down all the way down here, is this game right here, Stinky Night. This is my first game, just a short quote-unquote horror game, and I already talked about this in my previous video. So if you want more information on that, you can just watch the other video. But yeah, so making a YouTube is very important for getting your audience, because if you don't have an audience, you don't have the downloads. So you want to make a community for yourself and an audience, so people can actually like your stuff. You can connect with people, they can connect with you, and you share that bond throughout your games and your career. So yeah, I spent a while trying to build all the way up to 146 subscribers, which is great, but we can get a whole lot more, and that's something that's going to be challenging, but it's worth it, definitely worth it. But yeah, this is the current milestone list right here. But yeah, we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Of course, you can use platforms like TikTok, but just a heads up that it's a short form content service. And what I mean by that is that it's only this stuff, so like short videos. But YouTube is a broadcasting service, so yeah, make yourself a YouTube, connect your itch.io page to it, so you can get people to check out your games, make videos about your games, make videos about almost pretty much whatever. Just captivate your audience. Yep. And then build a brand for yourself. Build a brand for yourself, as I have done here. It used to be like back in the day, before I even was a game dev, I would record Roblox videos or Roblox games of me playing them, and then I'd upload them to this channel. I think I have some of those videos hidden, and my name was actually Motorbike 5 confirmed. But then I changed to a game dev, and instead of picking like a whole new name, I was like, what if I just do MB5 dev to simplify it, just make it smaller, because it was Motorbike 5 confirmed, Motorbike 5 dev, and then MP5 dev. So yeah. Alright, so those are the 3 steps so far. Make a itch.io page, get your account, make your website, get your engine, and then now you can start making the games. So to get Unity, just search up unity.com, download Unity, it's free, and yeah, once you do that, it should be pretty good. We have the editor here. This is the editor for me. I'm not going to go to my projects because there's some classified information. You're gonna have to wait for peak, because I'm making peak right now. I'm clicking peak, so once peak is done, you can play the peak, but for now the peak will be hidden, so just wait. Anyways, this is the hub. This is where you put your projects over here. Yeah, that's where you make the games. Just make an account and try to keep it as simple as possible. You don't want to mix things up, because I made another organization before, and yeah, it just didn't work out. So just keep it simple. Make sure you create something that's gonna last. I recommend you use the same name you use for your brand, just to keep it simple. And yeah, so that's Unity. That's how you get set up. I mean, that's pretty much it. Unless you consider other factors into game dev, like music, 3D modeling, graphic design, video recording. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, guys. Coding, text editor, need all that. Video editor. So let me hook y'all up. First, we got the big B, Blender. Where I make my 3D models right here. Blender is a 3D model powerhouse, and it's free and open source. You can put all types of plugins. See, I have a bunch of plugins here. You just motion capture, so I can upload a video of me doing something, and then it would detect me moving and make a rig. Motion capture. You do the same for my phone too. Just upload a file. You can get into that in a later video. But yeah, you can do all types of stuff with this 3D model. Just layout tab, modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture paint, shading, animation rendering, compositing, geometry, scripting. All this is fit for another video, which is, I keep saying that, but I really super duper quadruple duper recommend you get Blender, because it's nice. Okay, the first time I touched Blender, I hated it. I freaking hated it. Like, Like I didn't know what to do at all, man. But that's the game dev process, dude. You're gonna be hit with something that looks like the inside of a plane, the inside of a plane's control room. But the more you use it, I promise you, the more it will become like natural to you. Like it'll be using your left hand or your right hand or whatever. Like it'll become a part of you. So the more you use it, the more familiar you'll get with. The next thing I want to show you guys is FL Studio. Now this one has a free trial version. Well, not necessarily a trial version, but you just can't save it. You can't save your projects. But FL Studio is great for music production as well as sound effects and all of that. This is like the GOAT right here. Now I will say that buying the standard version, it can get kind of pricey a little bit. Maybe it's like $100 something. I think I got this off discount, but I'm like, believe me, it's a worthy investment, believe me. All right, now we're going to move to GIMP. Now I really don't use GIMP that much because I just use Affinity. I'll get to that later. But with GIMP, it's like a image manipulation program. It says that here. I don't really use this that much because there's nothing that I really want to manipulate. But it's like if you want to, it's kind of like Photoshop. So just think of it as Photoshop. So GIMP is amazing. It's nice. Let's see here. Affinity Designer. Now I got this when it was still paid, and I'm frustrated because it's free now. I'm hearing that it's free, so I kind of just used up money that I didn't have to. But I mean, it was worth it anyways because all the thumbnails you see on the videos, most of the game UI, actually no, all of the game UI in my games were made with Affinity. I used to make stuff in Canva, but like Canva pisses me off so much because like the features, you can't do half the stuff you can do with Affinity, first of all, with the features alone. And most of the elements are blocked by a freaking paywall subscription to use freaking premium. A premium user. Yeah, you have to pay us every 2 months or every 1 month or whatever. We just want your money. We want your money because, yes, that's what we want to do. We want to gatekeep everything. We just want to take every money, every dime and penny from your pocket, so we can profit off of your pay. So all that to say is just I just scraped up whatever money I had, bought Affinity, and it's just a whole better workflow. I just disconnected my freaking headphones. But yeah, as I was saying, Affinity, worthy investment. Same thing with Blender and FL Studio. The more you use it, the more you'll get comfortable. So start it with the document here. You can make a shape, like a square shape, and we can do this gradient overlay. I'm going to make something like, I'm gonna make it glossy. I'll show you what that means. So yeah, make this square middle, please. Thank you. Cool beans. Now let's get a rounded rectangle. Actually, no, you know what? No, regular square. And we're going to use this gradient tool. Start from the top all the way to the bottom. Go here, go there, go here again, dude. Turn this to white and turn opacity all the way down. Same thing here, but not necessarily the same thing. Just want it to be a little transparent. Good job, me. And we can go ahead and copy, paste this same thing. Press shift to snap it. And we can make this a dark color. So yeah, Affinity is really good. It's a really nice tool. I like it a lot. So yeah, I really recommend using Affinity. Just a small example of what you can do with it. That was Affinity. Now we have OBS, which is what I'm using right now. So if I bring this over, you can see that it just infinitely shows me a picture of my screen, which is cool. I have it set up to where my mic sounds immaculate. Yeah, it's just pretty easy, very easy to do. Pretty straightforward. Might look confusing to you at first, but like I said with all the other ones, the more you use it, so yeah, OBS, use that for recording. And here we go, the big boy. Now I use this text editor called Visual Studio Code instead of Visual Studio, the purple one, because Visual Studio wants your money, just like Canva. So since I'm a cheapskate and a lackey, I just chose this one, and I really like it. It's really nice. You can do a lot of stuff with this. It's pretty much the whole package. I don't know why there's even a second version, but I like this a lot. You can get some extensions here, and yeah. So you see, I set my background here to like a Minecraft image. So that's really nice. So when I'm coding, you can get kind of boring looking at the same thing. I also have the theme changed. If you go down here to themes, you can select the color theme. I have it as Tomorrow Night Blue. You can go Solarized Dark, whatever, but can't go wrong with the blue. And we're going to close that. That leaves us with our last tool, and that is DaVinci Resolve. This is like the absolute pinnacle for video editing software. It's for professionals, made by professionals, I think. I know it's for professionals, and professionals do use it. I use it, even though I'm not a professional at it, but I'd still use it. The free version is actually very great, even though like some features are obviously locked, you know, you have to pay for it, but unlike other video editing software, it's a one-time fee, so you don't have to worry about subscriptions, which is great in my opinion. So I'll definitely be buying that when I have enough money, but yeah, you can see I have some stuff here. It's really nice. So if you've ever used like an Adobe video editing software, I'm pretty sure it's similar to that, and it has similar keybinds, so you might fit right in with this. But yeah, I really encourage you to get this as well. It's free, and it's got everything you need as an indie dev. But yeah, that's pretty much everything here to get set up. If you guys need anything else, like any other suggestions from me, I'll be happy to help y'all out. Just to recap, we went over starting up an itch.io page, getting a YouTube, making your website so you can brand yourself, get a game engine, use the game engine, put your games on your website and your itch.io page, make a YouTube video about it, and all these tools at the bottom that you can use for free. And if you guys need help with managing a YouTube channel, itch.io page, you know, anything, I got you. Just comment down below and we'll work it out. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. So if you liked the video, like it. If you liked it even more, subscribe, please. And I'll see you guys later.